Good morning. Arthur Offaly speaking on behalf of the Arthur Offaly Foundation, a totally independent victims group. Now, I would like to speak about a very special breed of people who I've known and was born and reared with. Now, I was born and reared in Sillertown, a small enclave in North Belfast. When I think back over 70 years, life was very hard for people living there. Living conditions was poor, no hot water, no baths, no central heating. Our toilets were outside in the yard, as was most of the houses in Sillertown. I only wish I could turn back the clock, because these people deserved better. These people had to live surrounded by York Street spinning mills, Gallagher's tobacco factory, Clowes feeding mill, Thompson's feeding mill, White's feeding mill, all mills in the Belfast docks, Barnett's silo, Hall silo, Ranks flour mill, Richardson fertilisers, and that's not counting the large ships coming into the port of Belfast at all hours of the day and night, carrying cargo such as bran, fish meal, rice bran, flour, and also the deadly cargo of asbestos. When these mills and factories were pumping tons of dirt and dust all day long, all over the houses in Sillertown, no health authorities thought of what damage was being done to the people living there and the thousands of children playing in the streets and going to school there. If they did, they never let on. Then you had the dockers unloading the deadly dust of asbestos from the large ships. And that dust was blowing all over the houses in Sillertown for years and years and years. And no one ever told the people of the danger they were living in. That dust is deadly and can cause asbestosis, which is a terminal illness which causes cancer. And there was no cure for it. And I, a docker, had to unload asbestos for over 35 years with no protection at all, not even a paper mask. I myself have asbestosis, so I wonder how many innocent men, women and children from Sillertown have been affected by it and don't know. Also, Gallagher's tobacco factory was pumping deadly fumes out day and night, 24/7. So people in Earl Street where I lived had to keep their doors and windows closed at all times, as the fumes made your eyes water and smart. No one ever checked to see what damage those tobacco fumes done to people living there. Many people working in Gallagher's developed cancer. Also, Earl Street was used as a runway to walk hundreds of thousands of cattle past our houses every day, going to the docks and the abattoir, and the mess and the smell was ungodly. Yet, we had to put up with it. I could read a book about those brave people living in those terrible conditions for all those years. But let me say, I was proud to be part of growing up in Sillertown. And I loved every minute of it. I will finish by saying, God bless Sillertown and all the people who lived there, because they were a special breed of people. When God made them, He most surely broke the mould. Now, just to finish, my own little reminiscence of looking back in Sillertown. Now, looking back in Sillertown 70 years ago, it brings back fond memories to me when I worked at the Belfast docks. I was a docker for 35 years. I knew I was going to have another hard day's work, and I would go home tired and dirty. But there was job satisfaction in what I was doing, and the companionship of fellow dockers made it all worthwhile. Listening to the different stories they would tell and strokes that they would pull, you never got tired of listening to those stories. The work these men did was inhuman and hard, yet they never complained. They just carried on. Some nicknames of some of the dockers who I was proud to work with. Buck Alec, Jack Spot, that's my father, Arthur Joseph Rafferty, Eddie Joe, Banana Rayleigh, Farmer Brown, Raffo, that's my big brother, Tommy, Lucky Jordan, Muggs McStoffick. Now these dockers were a special breed of men. When God made them, he broke the mould, and I was proud and honoured to work with those brave men. God bless them all and have mercy on their souls. Now anyone who would like a tape of this story or any one of my stories can call me on my mobile 077 1592 1137. Leave your name and address and I will send you a tape free. Thank you. Anyone who has a story to tell and wishes me to air it can call me on my mobile 077 1592 1137, or I can send a reporter out to get your story. And remember, I will tell your story as you tell me. Nothing will be cut out. Now watch more of my stories on YouTube, arthurrafferty.com, YouTube Arthur Rafferty, Arthur Rafferty Docker, YouTube Jack Spot 2012. That is a tip about the brutal murder of my father by a 5-man gang of Sinn Féin ARA, led by Freddie Scappaticci on the orders of the British government, the RUCPSNI and the Special Branch. That Sinn Féin ARA scum Scappaticci carried out their orders on their command. Now my email is arthurrafferty1@gmail.com. Thank you for watching ASNI TV, and good morning, and I will see you soon. And God bless all those dockers who died during the Troubles. Thank you.